Hey guys, so the saga continues. So the story behind this is pretty simple. I'm going to go ahead and switch this over here for you so you can see right away. We've had this running in the background now for about a minute. This is Madden 94 on the Super Nintendo. The story is like this. So I was sitting down looking and trying to figure out what my plan is for videos next week, and I realized that I wanted to make a video about Madden 94, and I played Madden 94 grand total of one time, which would definitely be a problem. So we're going to change this around a little bit. We're going to play a little bit of this today. We'll probably play some tomorrow and do some other stuff as well. So we'll figure this out. I would ask you in the chat which team I should choose, and instead I'm just going to choose something. I don't know, we'll choose something that we don't normally choose, right? So we'll have like the Cardinals and the Dolphins. We want the quarter to only be 5 minutes so that I'm not here all day, and we'll just keep everything the same. We'll be Miami. There's no real rhyme or reason behind this. This is just what we're going to do. So we have a pretty good quarterback. The Cardinals look like they really sucked that year. So yeah, we'll see what we can do. Now, remember, we looked at this game on the Sega Genesis before. It was about a week ago. So we can sort of compare this in our head as we're looking for this. I have at least some memory of what that looked like, and we'll see what this looks like here today. All right, so we want to receive. We decided to receive, and we'll let them choose whatever it is that they want to go for, and we'll be on and at it. Now, I do need to warn you that I've been playing a lot of Tecmo Super Bowl. Because I've been playing a lot of Tecmo Super Bowl, I'm probably going to not play this game the correct way. So if you are triggered by me, playing a game like, I'm an idiot, you probably haven't been watching this channel for long. This is a pretty good sort of example of how not to run a YouTube channel, right? Now, this is a much faster game than Madden was beforehand. In fact, this is probably the best version of Madden that I've played yet on the Super Nintendo. Now, remember, I'm doing a lot of these in order. I think I did play a little bit of Madden 95 a little bit earlier, but that's I wasn't doing that like this, where I'm doing like the full, YouTube thing and everybody come and... Oh, no, I don't want to call an audible. I hate it when this happens. Bro, okay, that was really bad. I had the hole right there and I couldn't get past my blocker. So that's our equivalent of the butt fumble. All right, let's see what we can do here now. So this game unfortunately still does have those pass windows. That was pretty good. The audio in this game super sucks. So the audio is not good. That's my one complaint. Everything else in this game, at least so far, looks great. The game runs very, very smoothly. So it was SNES Drunk, I think, who did the video the other day talking about how things were different, for this version of the game. How they had, okay, that's dive. Now I know. How, everything had changed pretty much in 94. They decided to go with like a different company to, make stuff and all of that. You can definitely tell the difference like right away. This is a much, much better game than the previous version of John Madden Football. And I would argue actually this is probably a better game than the Genesis version. You think we can make a field goal? We'll give it a try. I'm not so sure. That's not even close, man. That was awful. It's no good. Yeah, 57-yard attempt. I don't know, man. Maybe I should start streaming, right? So I can have you guys tell me that I'm an idiot. Anyway, I think there are enough people here at home to do that for you. This game is simply awesome. So go back and watch. I guess I didn't really make videos for them. Hey, go back and watch the videos you don't have access to because I haven't uploaded them of me having gameplay for like the first 2 John Madden footballs on the Super Nintendo and compare that to this. This game is so much smoother. This game is so much more fun. This game is just better in every single sense of the word. And man, so wait a second, I'm trying to understand how this guy was open the way that he was open, right? Like what happened in the backfield? So I didn't blitz, right? I chose, I don't know. I chose some formation or other. Oh, well, whatever. Maybe those of you who are actually good at this game can go in the comment section and sort of tell me like what it is I'm doing wrong. Yeah, that'll be pretty helpful. So anyway, we're now down 7-0. This might be a long game. I tried to warn you. Oh, this is the sprint button. It's X. Okay, so you have to push X to sprint. Now I know what to do. Now I know how to call these running plays. You know, even though they took away the ambulance that runs people over, the hits and stuff like that in this game are still pretty funny. It's still pretty good stuff. Yeah, I kind of like it. Anyway, I guess one of the things I want to say, it should be a first down, right? Oh, come on, baby. Oh, you know what time it is. It's Marino time. Oh, come on. All right, well, we've already kind of screwed this game up a lot as it is, so we're going to screw it up some more. I swear I didn't actually push the button there, but look at what happened. Quarterback injured. Oh, come on, that's the lamest ambulance I've seen, man. We need to go back and play the original. That's got the good ambulance. Anyway, so now I don't know what we're supposed to do because we don't have a good quarterback. So we're kind of screwed. Hit him, hit him. Okay, so there is a little bit of sort of an annoyance here in that, you know, when things flip like that, I mean, it's better than the old Genesis games in that, you know, it's not like, you know, flipping like immediately, but that sort of like weird mode 7 thing is really like, is really off-putting. It just feels odd. It feels weird to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm, you know, maybe I'm a little bit too, you know, I don't know, sensitive for that or something like that, but it doesn't feel right. All right, now we can do this. Now we can go we're going to put ourselves in a tight man. See if we can stop them here on third. Oops. Oh no, they are kicking a field goal. No, they are punting. Okay. I know how to read the offense. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional, right? I'm a professional Madden player. Yeah, it would have been nice if I got like a block somewhere, right? I mean, we gained 12 yards, so it ended up working in the end, but this is my biggest problem with these old Madden games, and I swear that even the new games are like that, right? Where it's like, you know, you call this play, you're supposed to have blockers, and then you go over and run it, and there's like nobody around you at all, and you're like, well, I mean, what's the point of having the rest of this team? I might as well just play like, you know, 1 on 11 because that's what I'm doing. I don't know, maybe the Dolphins just really sucked that year and I just don't realize it. But, you know, I mean, the whole purpose of doing this anyway, and by the way, you know, those animations are really crappy. You remember when I did the video, maybe you saw it, maybe you didn't, where I was talking about Madden on the Turbo Graphics, and it had those interesting cutscenes and stuff like that that looked kind of crazy and stuff. Those were a lot better than these on the Super Nintendo. I mean, this is like a GIF, you know, a GIF that like is really, really, really bad and really, really old. I mean, yeah, not the best thing in the world. Yeah, that's me high stepping out of town. All right, we probably should pass once in a while, huh? So if you were going to look really, really close to that, you would notice, like on that play, that he didn't actually catch the ball. If you watch that like in slow motion, I'm not going to necessarily like show you here, but I can see that there are issues with the animation and like where certain sprites are and stuff like that. I think a lot of those issues were actually solved by Madden 95. Anyway, I'm not sure that it's really that much of a complaint of mine though, because the nice thing is that this game is really, really fast. And one of the reasons I wanted to play this is because I wanted to see if I wanted to do a video that talked only about the Genesis version of this game, or if I wanted to talk about the Genesis and the Super Nintendo versions together. And that all depends on how different they are. I can tell you that right away that I need to do a separate video on the Super Nintendo version of this game because it's different. In some respects, it's better than the Genesis game. It's definitely, though, a different game. You can't put the two together. That I can tell you right away. It feels different. It's got a different approach to it. Oh, man, how did we blow that one up? That's crazy. Wow. I wasn't expecting it to work that well. I must be a defensive genius. Oh, shoot. I must be a defensive idiot, man.
First down.
Yeah, screw you. Oh, I have to be careful, right, with what I say because we're on YouTube. Nah, I'm just joking. Yeah, I'm always careful about what I say on YouTube. I'm not going to say anything to make people really upset. Yeah, how do you like that, huh? That's not bad. Alright, so anyway, this is fitting, this video fits a little bit more with sort of what my plan has been, which is to do sort of like replay type projects, you know, so we could call Tecmo Super Bowl, I guess, sort of a replay type project, do a little bit of history stuff and whatever. Like, what are we waiting for here? Wow, was that a complete pass or an incomplete pass? I'm not sure what actually happened on that play. No, it was incomplete is what they ruled it. Alright, do the bump and run here. See if we can stop them and take away at least a short pass. Fumble? No. No such luck. Alright, we'll return this punt. So that's what the plan is here on this channel. We're going to, hopefully, if I can keep things going as well as they've been today, or if I can get things turned around even a little bit more, what we can start doing, look at that baby, soar up in the air. Hopefully we can keep doing stuff like this, you know, then I'll be able to have like one game that's like, I don't know, the replay style game, the simulation style, whatever you want to call it, and then we'll have another game that's like the whatever, that's like, you know, the fun game or the screw around with this game, or, you know, let's play some Madden and, you know, do whatever type thing, you know. That's kind of the overall goal that I have. That at least is the way that I've envisioned things happening on this channel and a lot of my other channels as well. Well, he got hit. He got creamed as soon as he threw it. So, okay, we're going to have to punt this ball, aren't we? Alrighty. So, yeah, we'll probably end up doing a little bit more stuff like that. It doesn't let me move him again. I wanted to, you know, punish him again for doing that. Oh, shoot, I chose the monster blitz. We're about to get totally, like, wasted on this. Fortunately, they ran. If they threw anything, if they had, like, a screen pass or something, we would be screwed because we had nobody in the backfield. Okay, that's pretty annoying. You're going to do that every time they call a timeout? Every single time I've got to deal with, you know, the screen changing like that and weird stuff happening? All right. I mean, we'll take it if that's what they want to do, but that's an interesting design decision. Some of these games, there are always little things in these games where I look at this and I think, you chose to do this. You chose to put this in every time there's a timeout, right? Like, there was somebody on the team who made the deliberate design decision that this is what we're going to do, right? This is going to be fun or whatever. And what's up with these cheerleaders looking just horrible? I've seen Sega Master System games that had better looking cheerleaders than that. I mean, these girls look awful. I mean, it's like, you know, Microsoft Paint level, you know, graphic design, which is kind of a shame because, I mean, you know, overall, you know, the graphics in this game are not going to win any awards. I just realized that they didn't punt, and they just got a first down because we were in a punt formation. Whoops.
First down.
What can I do to run out the clock without the ball? This is how not to play Madden 94. Well, he just barely got that one off. All right, that was a good idea. Let's not blitz. The thing I've learned from NFL blitz is not to blitz in these games, because usually, like when I was a kid, you always blitz. You know, you always figure that they're gonna pass. You always, you know, commit yourself and stuff like that. You know, of course you blitz. That's the way you play the games. But what I've learned on this channel after playing a bunch of NFL blitz and reading what people said about it is that you just don't want to blitz, right? Blitzing ends up being a really, really bad idea because you end up leaving your backfield wide open, and then, you know, bad things can happen. So anyway. Wow, talk about an exciting game. Yeah, it was exciting when, you know, our quarterback, Dan Marino, ended up getting injured right away. Let me tell you how exciting this game has been. I'm looking at this graphics here on the field, so they're trying to do this, you know, like panoramic type image. I mean, obviously you can see that, but these graphics, like, again, super suck. I mean, this is freaking Atari 2600 level. Like,
Let's take a look at the halftime stats.
like I know that it's cool because it's like the Mode 7 thing and stuff like that, but wow, man, wow. Anyway, 50% completion percentage, which is pretty good. They're a lot worse than us. We have almost 6 minutes of having the ball, which is good. It's a good thing to have the ball. If you have the ball, then it's much less likely that they're going to score. And so my pep talk here in the second half is, why don't we keep having the ball, and then maybe we can score some points. I think that's actually a pretty profound strategy. We'll probably end up scoring more points if we have the ball and we move the ball up the field. You know, as controversial as that might sound. Yeah, the helmet bashing and stuff like that. You know that if we were sitting here in 1994 right now, you know, we would be going totally nuts over that, man. You know, we would love it. Can you imagine that playing this game is 94 and you're sitting on the couch, you got like your friend there, and, you know, yeah, we're gonna play some Madden, right? Say it's like right after Christmas or something like that. You know, let's go sit back and play some Madden all day until you know, your mom gets like really upset or whatever. You know, good times. Good times sitting on the couch, eating a whole bunch of junk food and playing nothing but Madden all day. I was a little bit worried for a second there that they were going to call another play on 4th down and screw me over again. I know that you can call like an audible or whatever. You know, I probably should have that play earlier on. I just didn't. I don't know what the audible settings are. I'm pretty bad at, you know, like actually looking up everything, you know, before the game. I probably could have. The reason why I didn't is not because I don't have access to the manual or whatever. It's literally because I was hoping to get done with a bunch of other stuff so we could do this today, because I really, really needed to get this done today and get at least, you know, some stuff played. Look, okay, how am I supposed to tell that he's not going to make that block, right? All I saw was that my lineman made the block, and it looked like I had more than enough room to run. And then at the last second, it turns out, oh no, he didn't make the block, right? Just like right there, right? I saw there are two guys covering, I'm pointing here at the screen, you can't see my hand. There are two guys covering that defensive player, right? And it looks at like the little glance I gave it, like, okay, he's going to make one of them is going to make the block, and instead nobody made the block, and I ended up getting sacked, right? Now, I don't know, maybe these are really good defensive players or something like that, I don't know. But, you know, this is one of the issues that I've always had with Madden when it comes to the blocking system, right? It's really not that well done. And when I tell people this, they like don't believe me, right? I've slowed it down before, and I've shown that, you know, the blocking system in this game actually really sucks, and they never got it right. Even today, Madden has the same issue with line play, right? That's the biggest issue you got with the game. You can get around it, right? But to quote James Rolfe, right, you have to, you know, adjust to the crap factor, right? I mean, it's literally what you have to do. Oh, come on, man. What a weak pass interference call. You got to be kidding me, man. Ugh. Here we go. Now we're doing Madden. Now we got our Madden on. Boy, that's a heck of a hit. And that was a loss of 1. It looked to me like he gained 2 yards, but anyway, whatever. What do I know? So I'm noticing things here that I remember seeing in the Genesis version of this game, and also that were concerning for me in Madden 93 on both the Genesis and the Super Nintendo, which is that on defense, like, I'm having a pretty easy time like holding the other team to basically no yards. It's pretty concerning. It shouldn't be this easy to do this, right? And this is one of the issues I think that Madden's had over the years. I'm not like a wonderful professional whatever player of this game by any means. Can I do a fair catch? What happened there? Can somebody tell me what happened there? Why is he still running? We had a 42-yard gain. I'm not going to complain about that, but he was down, wasn't he? What was that? All right, we probably should like pass once in a while, shouldn't we? People always tell me, you know, you should use like the play action pass and stuff like that, and then I never do. I should have kept high stepping. That was actually pretty good.
First down.
You don't see the I formation that much anymore, do you? I'm a fan of the I formation. In fact, I've been hoping to do a video on it for a little while. I just haven't, you know, gotten around to like really digging in and doing the research and stuff. But I formation is one of those big running formations that I feel like has been treated, sort of mistreated in the history of, you know, football. It's something that, you know, maybe we should have a little bit more of, I think. Oh, you got it. Oh, no. You got to be kidding me. Hit him. Well, hit somebody. There we go. I mean, come on, you got this is, how weak is my player, right? I mean, he runs into the guy's back and he doesn't even budge him, right? And he just hit him like 3 times with his head, right? This is Madden CTI edition, right? This is concussion edition Madden. Actually, they did advertise for these games, 93, 94, and so on. They advertised on the back of the box all the like bone crunching hits and stuff like that. You know, hit guys with your helmet and so on and so forth. Right? So like, you know, that's the way the Madden is, man. Oh, it's the end of the quarter. I was like, what happened? Did we get the ball? No, it's the end of the quarter. Of course, we didn't get the ball. So is Marino like totally out? Did I like end his career? Maybe that's what the title of the video should be, right? The end of Dan Marino. That's what I get for playing Madden on the Super Nintendo. Like, I don't know, man. You know, just the blocking and stuff on that, it just doesn't look right, right? Like nobody blocks like that. This is not even remotely realistic. It's all right. Dude, our line sucks, man. I mean, like before I was complaining about, you know, the game's not making it clear and stuff. That particular time has nothing to do with the game making it clear or anything. It was just our line sucks. Hey, play action does work pretty well, actually. it didn't work very well in terms of like, you know, we certainly didn't fool anybody, you know, but it worked pretty well in the end. Oh, I thought they were going to call pass interference. I guess not. Oh, yeah. Who's number 19 on Miami? Whoever he is, he's doing a great job.
First down.
I just love that. I love that, at least in this game, unlike the second Madden on the Genesis, like in this game you can actually hit guys after the play and not get flagged and stuff. That really sucked on that game where, you know, if you hit anybody after the play, they like get upset with you and stuff. I mean, it's just not fun.
Interception.
It's all right. It's all right. We can throw an interception once in a while because we know that they're not going to gain any yards. We got that brick wall defense.
Red.
Anyway, there are some things I don't really like about this. For example, the black screen that comes up at the end of every play seems really abrupt. I'm not sure that I'm really like shoot, whose guy was that?
Touchdown.
Well, so much for this game. Man, I don't know. Maybe I'm just calling too many like, you know, plays that assume short passing routes, and that wasn't good, by the way. That was wide right, but whatever. All right, well, you can't win them all, right? When it comes to this channel, it's a surprise that we win any of them, but that's all right. We'll take what we can get. It's not the best field position, is it? Oh, come on, I was still in bounds.
First down.
All right. Boy, that was tipped at the line. Stuff like that is actually pretty cool in this game, right? You can get passes like tipped at the line and stuff like that. Go, 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 go. Ah, baby. Well, that's all right. We did something. Let's see if this works. That didn't work at all. It didn't fool anybody. Where's the rest of the line? Nobody was blocked. I guess just got hit by 5 guys. Yeah, well. I don't know if we punt. We still have 3 timeouts, so yeah, we probably should punt. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Overall, like with this game, I think the animation is a lot better than it was in the other Super Nintendo versions. This is the first time where I think that you can make an argument that the Super Nintendo version is actually better than the Genesis version. I think that I keep making unfortunate play calls. Oh, look at this. And now they're taking the timeouts for me, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay, that's pretty nice. Everybody went the other way. They should have had a big gain, but because of the way that the line works here, it ended up being okay. Then we go watch this cheerleader show. This is not well done. Not well done, man. I expected more. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. Like, I don't understand this. So they call these running plays and then they call timeout. They're gonna call timeout again, right? Like, who programmed this? And so they call timeout just so they can punt. Or not. Well, I guess I better call an audible. Okay, so what did that do? So now we have the ball at midfield. We're down by 7. And he's like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, none of these passing plays have worked very well for us today because I don't have freaking Dan Marino in there. I don't think that we need to call a timeout quite yet. I can hear though those of you in the comments saying, "Dude, call a timeout. What are you doing?" I'm scoring a touchdown. That's what I'm doing, man. What are you doing? Sacrifice the body. All right, we need a better running play than that. And he gets in. Ho, 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 touchdown with just seconds remaining. Oh, yeah. All you guys doubted me all this time. I knew exactly what I was doing. I was just testing you. We had this game in the bag the whole time. That's the thing. All right, good times. There's actually, seriously, there's a lot of good stuff going on here. It's just that, you know, some of the graphics and stuff do look a little Atari type for this game. And like I said, I know that in, you know, the next year's game they did a better job fixing some of this stuff up, so.
First down. Set.
That's the thing, every single time, like, you know, the screen comes up at the end of the play, I'm like, oh geez, was there another penalty, right? That's what I feel like. It feels like they're gonna call a penalty on me, so. I don't know. Alright, well that's been working, so let's just keep doing this stuff. I'm amazed at the number of plays that they've been able to run in like 12 seconds or whatever it was that they had. It's almost like Tecmo Super Bowl, right? Overtime. So I hope that you were in the mood for some extra football today, because extra football is what you're gonna get. So I guess there's no coin toss in overtime. We just get the ball. I like those rules though. I like rules where we just wind up getting the ball. And thankfully this is a touchback, not a safety. That's the thing I was worried about there. That would have not been a very happy ending to this. That would have been pretty fitting with my style of play. So. Oh yeah, nice. So, like, I understand that he's breaking tackles and stuff, but the animation when that happens, it's just so awkward. It really is awkward. I mean, it looks like the guy just is unable to tackle him, right? Dude, we have 11 of their guys all standing around the same place. Like, yeah. This is more just classic 2D Madden, you know. I don't know, it's a fun game, but it's just stuff like that where you're like, what? You know, you have, you designed this game where you have all of the football defenders standing around basically the same place at the same time. Have you ever seen a football game before, right? When have you seen all 11 guys who are standing like in a little circle together? Anyway, it's all good. It's all good. I don't even need to, you know, tell you guys that I do think that Tecmo Super Bowl and the NES is just a better game than this. That doesn't mean that this is a bad game. It just means that it's not the GOAT.
First down.
Every time we are in this formation, I'm kind of worried. I noticed, by the way, that there's no clock in overtime, so we're just going to play until somebody finally scores again.
Set. Red. 37.
That might be a little while considering how this game's been going.
Set.
I mean, what kind of play call was that? So, okay, they went into the shotgun and then called a draw? I was thinking, man, if we got to run back for a touchdown, wouldn't that be wonderful?
First down.
All right. Man, they're ripping our line apart. That's what's happening. Like, we just don't have enough time to, you know, get any of these passes off. See, it happens. It's happened again. Like, there's just no time. There's no time for us to get these passes out because they're breaking through our line like there is not even there. Did I just throw a pass to... What was that? Did I throw a pass to a lineman or something and they let me do it? Okay, yeah, let me know what I just did because that was really weird. That is not what I was expecting to see. One of those days. And fortunately, you apparently can't call for a fair catch, so, you know, any punt means that the guy making the receiving the punt is basically a dead duck. I just wanted to make sure he was down.
Blue 44.
Oh, no. Oh, dude. That's my bad. I called the short zone and they just passed straight over it. Yeah, that was a bad play call. That's what happened with that one. Even when I called it, I was thinking, you know, this might be a bad idea. I should listen to that voice, you know, deep in my head a little bit more often. You know, hey, maybe we don't want to call, you know, something that is that weak. You know, maybe we should stick with like this man zone or something like that instead. Except then we have this movement like right before the snap where we get all like screwed up and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe it worked anyway. I don't know. So now we have like two guys over on, from this perspective, on that right side who are covering nobody, you know? I'm sure that they won't tell that you're in a zone. Oh, come on. How is that pass interference? We didn't even touch him. Bro.
First down. Set. Blue.
How was that even a tackle? I can't even see the guy who has the ball. All right.
Touchdown.
Oh, man, I thought we were going to get an interception. So there you go. That's the game-winning touchdown. We end up on the losing end this time. Some of this stuff is pretty cool.
Hey, thanks for playing. This is John Madden saying goodbye for EA Sports.
Thanks, John. We miss you, John. Anyway, so there you have it. There's Madden 94 on the Super Nintendo. And I guess I pushed start to get out of this. Yeah, we can take a look here. So we had 12 first downs to their 7. They actually had more yards than we did, though, and they had minus 33 yards rushing. So this is, like I said, there's an issue with this game that shouldn't be happening the first time I play this version. We actually had more possession, but we had a couple of issues. Where do I left and right for more stats? Well, that'll give me individual stats. Looking for turnovers. Yeah, turnovers. You see, we had 3 turnovers. That's the thing that killed us in this game. If we didn't have those turnovers, we probably would have been able to win earlier on. Anyway, so we can look at a couple of different things here before I let you guys go. Right, you can play the playoffs. You can do championship playoffs involving old teams, a franchise playoffs and stuff. The cool thing about these old games is that you have like all sorts of different play modes and stuff like that, which is pretty neat. I mean, I've got to be honest with you. I don't play modern Madden games that much. I do know that over time they've taken away a lot of features. These older games are cool because you have like tons of teams and tons of things you can do. There's a lot of fun you can have with them and stuff. And so, anyway, that's the way it is. There's a little bit of that Madden 94 for you on the Super Nintendo. I thought that was actually a pretty good game. I will have to take some time to really compare it with the Genesis version to see like what I really like best and what I don't like and so on and so forth. But overall, I thought it was definitely worth it. So hopefully you enjoy that. And like I said, I'm going to try to do more stuff like this. I'm going to try to really start cranking stuff out for you. So I'll talk to you later, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.